Good evening, and aloha from the Hokulani Imaginarium here in Kaneohe, Hawaii. Today is the 6th of July, and we're looking at the northern sky at about 7:30 in the evening. Tonight, I'd like to show you how to find the North Star in the night sky. We'll start out by looking for the Big Dipper. Here it is. Try to get used to the shape so you can still find it without the lines on. The Big Dipper is made up of 7 stars, all in the constellation of Ursa Major, or the Great Bear. Wait, did I just say it was inside a constellation? Well, that's right. The Big Dipper isn't a constellation itself. It's just a part of Ursa Major. Just like how California isn't a country itself, just a famous part of a large one. And here's the whole constellation. We get lucky because Ursa Major includes 7 particularly bright stars. Those bright stars happen to be the 7 in the Big Dipper, so it is very easy to learn to see at night. Try to pick up those same 7 stars now again. Now, to go from the Big Dipper to the North Star, we use the last 2 of those stars to pour a line out of the Dipper right like this. This star right here is the North Star. It is part of the Little Dipper. Like the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper is just a part of the constellation of the Little Bear, or Ursa Minor. But most of the stars in that constellation are quite dim, and maybe only 1 or 2 stars besides the North Star are visible on most nights. Now that we know what star it is, let's watch what happens as I speed up time. As it gets later in the night, you'll notice that all the other stars keep moving across the sky, but our North Star remains still. Even after sunrise, during the daytime, that star is still stuck there, while the sun transits across the sky like the stars did at night. That is how the North Star got its Hawaiian name, Hokupa'a, meaning stuck star, since it is in the same place in the sky no matter the time of day or the time of year. The North Star is also named Polaris, or pole star. Let's try out a second way to tell which star is the North Star. I'm turning on an altitude azimuth grid, which is the same tool that we used to help us find the zenith. Each box here measures 10 degrees on a side. This lets us count 90 degrees up from the horizon to the zenith. Starting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. There's 90 degrees, or 1/4 of a circle. Our North Star happens to be about at the 20-degree line, just over it. Maybe 21 degrees, I would say. Well, do you know what the latitude and longitude are here in Kaneohe, Hawaii? The latitude is just over 21.4 degrees to be exact. And right there is the North Star. that's not just a coincidence. Anywhere in the Northern Hemisphere, if you know your location, the latitude will tell you how far above the horizon to look. And you can reverse that trick too. If you can measure how far above the horizon to reach the North Star, then you've also just measured your own latitude. For example, if you were to find the North Star was directly overhead, 90 degrees up here at the zenith, then you are located at 90 degrees latitude. In other words, at the North Pole. Who needs GPS? Well, you might still need GPS if you wanted to know your longitude. Otherwise, you'll need some clever clockmakers and a lot of prize money from the British Parliament. But that's a bit of history for a future show. Tonight, try going outside and finding the Big Dipper and the North Star in your sky. Thanks for joining us. Aloha and good night.